Alright. Well, I forgot to spend my storm pods today, so I guess I'll spend those first before actually, going through the story. Actually, no, never mind. I won't. We'll just go straight to Paper Moon. Alright. Here we go. This is from peak voice acting. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But this is straight out of section Q23 in the manual. I see this qualifies as an anomaly. Degraded performance and/or malfunction in Paper Moon due to unknown factor, huh? Initiating data collection and situation recording to determine the cause of the phenomenon, as stipulated in the manual. Data integrity level, AA. Please note that beginning immediately, everything that occurs, including all we say and do, will be documented. Sorry, wouldn't you mind making the announcement? I've got my hands full over here. Oh, hi, Senpai. Did you hear that announcement too? Yeah, sounds like we've got a situation. Right. I heard them ask for Da Vinci and Xion. So it sounds like we may have some kind of technical issue. But by the sound of it, this may be serious. So I thought I would stop by and see if there was anything I could do to help. Same here. Okay. The Paper Moon isn't working, right? Looks that way. We were just asking its manufacturer / caretaker about it, though she seems every bit as stumped as we are. Believe me, I'd like to know what's going on in here just as much as you. Given its nature, there should be no easy way for it to malfunction like this. Really? Really, as extraordinary as the Paper Moon's measuring capabilities are, its operation is actually extremely simple. It's not possible for it to mismeasure anything, nor will it break down even in harsh environments. It is that remarkable reliability that makes it an ideal compass, capable of operating even in void space. At its core, it is simply a two-dimensional moon that projects anything and everything exactly as it is. So, regardless of whether a given thing has a form or whether it is from reality or from the void, it does not perform complex calculations on its own, nor does it have any points where it might fail mechanically. Oh, come on! Say it's simple all you like, but for us it may as well be black. The black is all black boxes. Sorry for that one. There's a lot of onomatopoeia there. Even I won't open the thing up for fear of breaking it. Chaldea's brightest engineers all study it pretty closely, since it was sent to us quite a while back. But they just said it was an incredible device we just couldn't find any conceivable use for. Which is why we didn't do anything for it until the Shadow Border was completed. Well, of course, that is because it's an Atlas Institute Mystic Code. I may have given it to Chaldea, but its design and inner workings are still a closely guarded secret. It also incorporates a number of my family's patented technologies at the microscopic level. So I am certain it would be exceptionally difficult for anyone besides myself to tinker with its core. So it's super complex, even though its functionality is simple. Right, though I would say it's more maniacal than complex. Perhaps this example will prove it illustrative. Imagine first a jigsaw puzzle which is completely blank, but composed of approximately 100 million pieces. Now imagine the puzzle is completed, glued in place, and hung on a wall with a nice frame. Functionally, it would work the same as a plain white poster, though it would still be composed of 100 million tiny, delicate pieces. Though it is well out of reach, now that the pieces have been glued firmly in place, it has all the simplicity of a sheet of paper. And since its functions are so simple, it is almost impossible for it to break down. However, by definition, it remains a construct composed of 100 million pieces. So, if someone wished to tamper with its inner workings, they would have to remove those pieces one at a time. I see. At least, I think I do. Well, I will admit that it is something I made back when I had no particular goal over an overabundance of free time. Even so, none of the materials I used should degrade easily. Further, I employed a programmatic spell in its destruction, which would initiate a self-repair routine should anything happen to it. So, to continue the metaphor, think of the paper moon as a jigsaw puzzle in which I, the beloved daughter and the genius of the head of the Atlas Institute, constructed so well, it should never come apart on its own. At any rate, let me take a look. So you didn't look at it all this time? You're just fucking yapping? I see. Okay, first we activate this, then we do this. Hang on. That light on the monitor looks like a singularity signal? Can we get confirmation of this? You're correct. It definitely looks like a singularity. But I'm not getting any singularity readings from it. Oh. Are you certain? Yeah, but it sure looks like one. On the world map, it looks like it's around Egypt. I've been checking it over and over, but it just isn't entering any data into the paper moon. That light shouldn't be there. So we are seeing this light even though no data has been entered. I can think of two possibilities. First, there's a problem with the display equipment. Natural. That is, there should be a stuck pixel on the monitor. Or somewhere. Perhaps someone, thinking themselves a jokester, drew it on the screen. In short, we're seeing something with no correlation to any data. But if that is not the issue, then we are left with our second possibility. The receptacle mechanism, that is, the paper moon itself, which is directly linked to the data, is emitting some kind of signal. I think it might be emitting the signal. I think that light's getting brighter. What's going on? All hands, emergency stations! If only Sherlock was here. Are you okay, senpai? Stay close to me. It's so bright I can't see any... Ugh. Oh my god. Where am I? I'm pretty sure this is comma if I were to guess, so... So you're finally awake, huh? Guess you're still a big old sleepyhead. Whoa! I guess that's okay though. Sleeping is a great way to indulge your lazy side. If you want to sleep your way closer to depravity every day, I certainly won't be stopping you. So please, don't wake up on my behalf. Can't very well be my fault if something awful happens to you while you're asleep after all. Comma? What's going on? Oh, knock off the sad puppy eyes, would you? I only just woke up here myself. I think we're in the same boat here. That is, I don't know any more than you do here. I see. Maybe if I was more of a ninja-esque assassin, I'd already have this whole area mapped out or something. But I'm afraid you're stuck with little old, not ninja me. The only thing I've done since I got here is amuse myself by watching you sleep, and occasionally poke your cheeks. Too bad for you, huh? The fuck? That was weird. Nothing I can handle. Anyway, all I know is when I came to, it was just you and me here. No other servants, no staff members, nobody. Also, none of our tech is working. comms included. No contacting anyone for us. So, what's the plan? I don't want to be doing any work if at all possible. I guess I don't really have a choice since I'm the only one here. Fine, I can at least gather some information for you. Can't promise it'll be useful though. So, do you want to stick together or send me out on my own? It's up to you. Hold it. How can you call yourself her friend? No, her servant, and not notice? I must say, you are being very inattentive. Did you not notice that she long lost her balance just a moment ago? There's quite clearly something wrong with her, physically. That voice. Am I gonna oh whoa for a second time? Whoa! Did you shrink? Oh, is that section 1 done? Oh, yes, we're done. Ordeal call. 0 compass. Inner domain. Paper moon. Compass inner domain / me AI. Alright, let's go. Pardon me, I'll examine you now. Body temperature, pulse, pupil dilation, all normal. At a glance, you seem to be perfectly healthy. Do you have any other symptoms? Nothing I've noticed. By the way, anyway, is that really you, Shion? Yes, I'm Shion Eltnam Sokaris. Why do you feel it's necessary to confirm my name at this point, Junglebat? Oh, come the hell on. You don't get to treat us like we're the dumb ones for asking that. You look completely different. How so? How so? Besides, even if my visual data, that is, my appearance, were different from usual, it would not be particularly significant. I know for a fact that I am Shion Eltnam, and that I perceive myself as such. Even were I to try, I cannot perceive myself as anyone or anything else. It is the same for you two. Is that not right, Junglebat, Master of Chaldea, and Kama, her servant? I mean, there's definitely something different about it. Same. Okay, this is shady as hell. Are you seriously supposed to believe you're the same weirdo who practically lives in the command room? The Shion we know is just a regular Atlas Institute mage. She shouldn't be able to change her form the way I can. Vision jacking, physique modification, transferring your mind into a different body. Even the most average Atlas Institute mage could easily come up with 100 ways to change their appearance. That aside, I'm still very much me. Further, I do not recall having changed my appearance recently. In fact, I find your assessment to be incredibly shallow and superficial. While I am at it, I should mention that if anyone here is shady, it is unquestionably you, Kama. Of all the heroic spirits Junglebat is contracted to, why are you the only one to be present? That's what I'd like to know too. Frankly, I would not be at all surprised if you were feigning ignorance as part of some wicked plot. You're one of the servants who is potentially dangerous to Master Junglebat, as you recall. At least, that's what I recall reading about you in your reports. Look, I'm telling you, I don't know anything. I'm not even sure how I wound up here. I think I was talking to someone before this happened, but that could just be my imagination. Though, I definitely feel really lightheaded. And not in the fun way I felt during summer. How convenient. Everything you're saying is unprovable, and you have offered no useful information whatsoever. Tell me, are you doing this on purpose? But really, I try to throw some... hey, maybe we should try investigating this place. Fine. I predicted things would turn out this way. Thus far, everything is unfolding as I calculated. Is that so? Well, don't come crawling to me when trouble comes knocking. Anyway, how exactly should we go about this? Do we just walk around and see what we find? A moment, I want to share my underlying premise. Underlying premise? Why are you giving the ground a pat down? I know it. I suspected as much earlier, but this confirms it. I'm not able to determine the construction materials of this building. That I cannot tell is an answer in itself, just as I calculated. This place, no, this whole world is most likely... What was that? I heard it too, and it sounds like it came from pretty close by. I wonder what it will be, the first local we meet, or the first enemy we encounter. Wanna bet on which? Personally, I'm rooting for whichever one leaves you all groaning in disappointment. Oh, it's both. What a cop-out. Somebody's being chased! So they are. It looks like... Okay. What in the world is that? Kinda looks like a sea fiend. It sure is slimy and nasty looking like one. Ugh, just my luck. You gotta save her. Fine. Say no more. I'm your servant now and all that. Come on, you don't have to look at me like that to get me to help. Actually, I really wish you'd stop. It's making me queasy. Still, just remember this. The more you use me for your own convenience, or to satisfy your own desires, the more it's only fair that I get to use you for my convenience and desires too. Points you'll be racking up. That's a very long-winded way of saying that, but okay. And every point takes you that much closer to the edge of beautiful depravity. If you really aren't quantifying your frustration, the least you could do is include a way for people to see that number. That way we can tell when you need a tune-up, and when it's time to throw you into the trash heap. You may want to stand back, Shino. Do not worry about me. I'm an Atlas Institute mage. I can take care of myself. For some reason, while it feels as though it has been a very long time since I used them, my actual skills have not atrophied. Whatever, just don't get in my way. I don't want to be held responsible for one of my lust arrows having to get you all hot and bothered. Alright, that's far enough. I don't know what the hell you are, and I'd really rather not have to deal with you myself. But it will be nice to squish you without worrying about love or depravity for a change. This is slightly better than my own combo. Might as well use that. Use Arctic.
気乗りはしないんですけど。しょうがないな。そんなに欲しいんだ。あ、しょうがないな。こんなのがいいなんて。いきます。いきます。 こんな感じです。こんな感じです。
I still don't know why Kama only gets 20% damage. I mean, I guess it's fine. She doesn't really need more. Especially not in 2 years.
そんなに欲しいんだ。こんなのに頼るなんて本当にどうかと思いますけど。カーナ三毛花。満足しちゃったんですか？
Yay! Kama wins. I guess it's fine. Something wrong? Oh no. It's like my magical energy and body aren't working like they usually do. I can't quite tell for sure though. Oh well, who cares? One thing is, that nasty creature's dead now. Say, wanna stomp on it for good measure? This will be your chance to show off what a cool master you are. Go on, do it. It'll make you look really cool. No. No way. Shunned and isolated with only me to rely on, tumbling into depravity. Maybe I can still make that golden route a reality. Anyway, did you do something during that battle, Shield? Do not worry about me. I was essentially just a light warm-up. More importantly, who are you? We are, if nothing else, at least not your enemy. We are sufficiently intelligent to recognize when you are under attack, and are also sufficiently empathetic to help you. Are you okay? It seems your injuries are not too deep. Do you need first aid? No, that's alright. With enough resources and time, I can treat myself. After all, we are AIs, whose primary function is medical treatment. AIs? I knew it. What's that stand for again? Artificial intelligence? That's right. We are computer programs designed to think, act, and converse of our own volition. I am part of the Rani series, Type R for repair. I have no individual name. If you would like, I could tell you my unit number. I do not think that will be necessary, though. R-A-N-I. Rani? So you're taking our acronym and sounding it out phonetically as a word for our name. Very sensible. We sometimes address ourselves in the same way when speaking to one another. Most AIs are created to fill a particular role. If your role is medical treatment, who or what do you usually treat? All the other AIs here, of course. That goes for other types as well. As Type Rs, our duty is to repair damaged AIs and ensure everyone can perform at their maximum potential. And what is the other AI's overarching purpose? The answer should also go without saying, but since you asked, it is to ensure the smooth functioning of this world. The whole world? That's awfully ambitious. Just as I thought. I could tell something was off from the beginning. I put this hypothesis on the back burner since I did not have enough data to verify it. But if you're an AI running this world, that should be sufficient or perhaps reveal the truth. Well, sufficient to perhaps reveal the truth. This is a virtual world, or a conceptual one, if you prefer. Am I correct? Correct? Yes, that's right. We don't know all that much about this world. But we have been programmed with basic data regarding what it is called on the outside. Paper Moon. That is the name of this world, of this system, or rather, the world we AIs oversee. Paper Moon. In we go. So, you're saying this is a virtual world inside that Paper Moon thingy? Well, this first place sure looks like reality to me. course it does. Right now, it is our reality. The fact that our conscious minds perceive us as being here right now means that we ourselves have been transplanted into this virtual world somehow. This includes our brains, nervous system, sensory organs, and everything that makes us who we are. Consequently, even if there are discrepancies with the outside world, our minds are not presently able to perceive them. Let me see. For example, say a 2-meter tall person was keeping a 30-centimeter tall animal as a pet. Now imagine that this pet and its owner were sent to another world where everything was 1/10 its usual size, including them. Since everything around them remains at the proportions to which they are accustomed, the human and animal would never realize they are only now 20 centimeters and 3 centimeters tall, respectively. That being said, it is unlikely that all of our outside world knowledge and sensations would be absorbed. So, there are likely to remain noticeable discrepancies. Your suspicion regarding my supposedly new appearance is likely one such discrepancy. I do find it strange that I seem to be the only one who is unable to perceive a change in my appearance. Perhaps something happened when we were converted to it in this world. It is probably a phenomenon along the lines of Spiritron or pseudo-Spiritron conversion. At any rate, even if the world is purely virtual, our perceiving it as reality means dying here would result in us meeting the same fate in reality, so be careful. You die in the game, you die in real life. Honestly, I have no idea what all that means, but I do know one thing. You're shady as hell. I mean, you Alice Institute people are the ones who gave Chaldea the Paper Moon in the first place, right? Yes, that is true. Originally, the Paper Moon was passed down among Alice Institute leaders, specifically the Outland family. Zepia, the current head of the Outland family, gave its custodial rights to his daughter on her 8th birthday. And until she turned 9, she focused on tuning it up and expanding its capabilities. After that, the Paper Moon was given to Chaldea in accordance with the Alice contract. So, of course, it only made sense for me to continue maintaining it after we joined forces. However, the Paper Moon is ultimately no more than a device that its internals run only the bare minimum of software. I certainly do not recall creating a world like this inside it. However, one could also argue that conceptual worlds of which we are unaware exist in all manners of places. As for the AIs, from a micro-magecraft perspective, it is possible that the self-advancing programs I installed could have evolved into artificial intelligence without me realizing it. It is quite fascinating. So, is this world being here the reason the Paper Moon is still functioning? Conceptually speaking, yes. Though it may be more accurate to say that it was fitted into the Paper Moon rather than made for it. I would need an opportunity to make a more detailed examination of this world's laws before I could make a definitive determination. Sounds like you're dodging the question to me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but may I say something? Oh, sorry, we did not mean to ignore you. We can come back to this topic later. Hang on, you said you could heal yourself, right? Why are you not treating your injuries then? They certainly do not seem trivial enough to ignore. If the problem is that you are low on resources, we could share some with you. Running self-diagnostic program. Performance degradation rate is currently 37%. Usually, we would aim for a 0% degradation rate in order to satisfy our defined desires and ensure operations continue to run smoothly. But right now, another routine is taking precedence. Meaning, while you could heal yourself, you currently have a higher priority. Correct, allowing me to give a more complete report. At present, a large number of my fellow Type R units nearby are under attack by more of those tentacled threats. I would like to ask you to rescue them so as to minimize the damage to Type R units as a whole. Would that be possible? Man, nothing else to do. Okay, there's being a good Samaritan, and then there's this. We still don't even know what's going on here. It'll be easier to talk to the locals if they're not under attack. I thought you would say that, just as I calculated. Therefore, we are close. I think multiple Type R units around that corner. However, in my estimation. And of course we have more of these freaking things. Ah, this is the worst. Come on, let's make our way through them. Please stand back, Ronnie. Understood. Although we repair AIs do feel joy when treating injuries. That doesn't mean I want to see units in good condition get hurt. Please be careful. Oh, so it's not just supports. Okay, you can bring whoever the hell I want. I mean, because I can. Where's Kaji and Goji? She's not Bond 10? Oh, she isn't. I haven't even put her in the party yet. I guess that's the reason is I need to use her.
輝き、回り、命の様を見せてください。
I'm a quick
どれにしようかな。こういうこともできる。
as the kids
よ
say.
ーし。芸術にて失敬。どれにしようかな。古きルール。欲張りさんですね。はいはい。はーい。
Never seen this before, so let's go.
赤き眼を見開いて鋼のむくろが花開く。ここにてお覚悟召される。からくりで獅子奮陣。その首もらった。何か
Man.
踏んでしまったかな。
I get why it's so unreliable, but man. If only it was more reliable. Or if her power mod wasn't bound, it would be so much easier. If it was just immobilized like the fucking new Medusa and Gorgon buffs. At least I could still back Kong up. Look, I appreciate the support since it makes my job easier and all, but are you okay? You're looking a little bit... Ugh, what's that noise? I wish you just pipe down. What the fuck is that noise? It's coming from around that corner. Sounds like they're really going at it. Report. I'm still detecting a large number of fellow Type R AIs. Many of them appear to be injured or immobilized. I can also confirm that the head of the Type R AI, our leader equivalent, is present. Leader equivalent? What an odd way to put it. I just call her a leader. Because at present she also possesses a new extended function. It is recommended that you refer to her by her new role. Master, when addressing her. Huh? By master you mean that kind of master? Yeah, now I gotta get a voice for this guy. Oh, it's no use. I'm too hungry to fight, or to care. Honestly, I could really go for a gaggle of gorgeous girls cheering me on right now. Come on, get it together. You got me cheering for you, right? I already told you, I don't find you attractive at all. Maybe if you started dressing more in line with my taste. Whoa! Cross though you may be, you do not seem to be entirely lacking in skill. However, I grow tired of this meaningless dance. It is time my blade was bathed in crimson. Okay, Shield. Servants? They're identical, and that's not all. Who are you? Oh, damn it, more enemies. Alright, time to make a run for it. Hey, you can't turn tail the first time of trouble. What about the others? Who cares? They're weak. The weak always die first. That's just how it goes. Indeed. It is the law of nature that the feeble-bodied offer up their lives in sacrifice. Now then, I think I'll help myself to a little snack. Of course, Gilles controls these fuckheads. Ah! Report. Unit 237 lost. Regeneration impossible. I think he just absorbed something from that AI possessed. Probably magic energy or an equivalent of some kind. I guess that gloomy looking guy really is controlling these tentacle creatures then. He seems kind of familiar, but I can't place him. Anyway, what do we do now? Right now, we focus on protecting the AIs. I'll keep watch for any further attacks directed against them. If the enemy gets too close, I can at least buy you some time. But I'm counting on you to take them out. Yeah. Must be nice getting to just rest on your laurels, playing cat's cradle while out here busting my ass. Oh well. This might be a huge pain, but I guess it's just going to keep cropping up unless I pull up my roots. If I get the chance, I'll see what I can do about the gloomy guy. A cast? What are my options here? I'm like 90% sure that Gilles is man, so we're just gonna do this. Your typical 3-turn farming setup. Where's my black rail?
決めたい。
Alright, Riku, my
お前
beloved.
は
Two!
我が城の影に溶けるしかなかろう。
I guess I have extra batteries for a reason. So, let's
どう
go.
ぞ。これをより。リッキー、激おこ。古きルーン。古きルーン。こういうこともできる。我がね、もぐもぐ。支度は整ってございます。承りました。しかと黒く黒く黒く
So black.
黒く黒けきよへと至りましょ
What's it get? 32%?
う。これは拙い。
And now there's 3. They did that intentionally. You piece of shit.
では一席設けるといたしましょう。
They put 2 in there just to make it a pain to fucking loop it.
ただ沸かし、ただ立て、ただ飲むばかりにございます。ゆえに一期一会と。
No break bar.
愚かなり
Damn, bro.
うむね。こういうこともでどれにしようかな。支度は整ってございます。よろしいでしょう。なんだ。黒く黒く黒く黒く黒けきよへと至りましょう。
なるほど。
何か踏んでしまったかな。
Okay, bro. That's not the Gilles I know. You're right. Yeah, he might be dressed like a knight, but he sure doesn't fight like one. They didn't have a chance to see it, but okay. He's obviously much better at commanding those familiars. What's your deal? You got a sword and all, but are you a secret caster or something? Indeed, I am a caster. I'm impressed you noticed, fair maiden. The flowery scent clinging to you is delicious. Once you've grown up a little, I might even be willing to accept you as my bride. Lucky me, but hard pass. Kinda got my hands full trying to push this Nimrod over the edge into depravity. What's going on? Did they save us? The church! Excellent work, my friends. I've been waiting for you to show up. Now that you're here, this battle is as good as won. Come, let us fight together to put this caster in his place. Huh? This fucking guy. What would you have me do, master? Master. So they've already teamed up with another faction. We lack sufficient resources to take on 2 servants at once. Fall back for now, caster. Understood. Then it seems I'll have to invite you down to my room another time. The remaining tentacle creatures have disappeared. Seems the situation has been resolved. Don't even think about asking me to go after them. Got it? I've already worked way too much today. What's going on? Do you know these people? Good. I knew I made the right call. If unexpected strangers show up, better to make allies of them before they can become your enemies. You never know how useful they might be. Granted, you don't usually get someone like Karna when you do that, but even so. Hey, tell me what's going on already, Berserker. Did you just say Karna? Huh? Hey, Master. Master. Oh no, we shouldn't have put this off until later. There's actually something wrong with you since you arrived. Those battles must have only made things worse. Here, Jungle lie down. Take some deep breaths and... Jungle Snake? Snake! That's section 1 done. Straining Goodwill. Running. Section 2. Oh good, you're awake. That's a relief. I swear, how many times are you gonna do this? You're a sleepyhead, aren't you? Don't scare me like that. Where am I? You're in the partition reserved for repair AIs, often referred to simply as repair itself. And this building's repairs headquarters. Where's headquarters? Thank you so much for saving everyone earlier. This is probably a moment where I should introduce myself, right? I'm the prime AI for the Type Rs and the head of repair. Though right now, I'm also serving as the master of Berserker. So maybe it would be easier for visitors like yourselves to address me like that. And this is... Oi, come on. I thought I explained this on the way here. They're not really our allies. I just lied about that to get through the battle. If anything, this is the perfect chance to ambush them. Don't be ridiculous. They're a tremendous help. Of course, we're gonna return the favor. I certainly don't have any routines that would let me do something so underhanded. Sorry about that. Here, let me introduce you to Berserker. Fine, I guess. As you can see, I'm both the strongest and handsomest servant you could ever hope to meet. Still not sure why I wasn't summoned as a saber, but it's probably because of my extraordinary strength that led me to be mistaken for a berserker instead. Yikes. Sorry about him, he's just like that. Did I mention what a genius I am too? Talk about perfect. Oh, I love being stronger, handsomer, and nobler than anyone else in the world. Since I'm known for being fantastically easygoing, I don't mind talking with all of you. Just make sure you treat me with all the respect I'm due. Now then, for starters... Don't go looking up and down my girls like that. Is there a reason you're leering at us? Be aware that, should you come too close, I'm prepared to mount a defensive best described as devastating. Just making sure of something. Smallest thing as you three are, you're still women. Anyway, don't worry about it. None of you are what I'm looking for. Or at all what I'm looking for. Huh? Now, what's your story? You people are master and servant too, right? Don't bother trying to bullshit me. I already know about your command spells. Go on. Where'd you come from? It's kind of hard to explain, but I guess Chaldea? You there. Based on the way you fight and act, I'm guessing you're an archer or an assassin. Yeah. Assassin. What about it? So there's no class overlap. Then of course we're going to want it. So there's no class overlap. then of course we're going to want to know where you've been assigned. Hold on. These numbers aren't adding up. I think we may be talking around each other. Are you guys not taking part in the system Grail War after all? Wait. We can compare notes later. Whatever is wrong with Jungle Bat has still not been treated. So that should be our top priority. Oh, right. I'm sorry. Of course, I'll help you however I can. It's my duty as both a repair AI and one who owes you a debt. Besides, the whole reason we repair AIs existed to treat those who need it. Having said that, my earlier scan didn't reveal anything unusual. Of course, our scanner is tuned for AIs, so I wouldn't be surprised if I missed something. Oh, don't worry. We already know you're not AIs yourselves. I also ran as many scans as I could on her while she was asleep. I believe the problem is that this discrepancy in the Spiritron conversion of her magical circuits and nervous system. You can tell? Theoretically, there is no way for me to know how much Magecraft-related knowledge the versions of me in this world may have lost. So what I'm saying here is literally based on what I am currently able to perceive of the version of Jungle Bat that exists in this world. Put differently, this is how this world's structure has interpreted that discrepancy. Regardless, the discrepancy itself is not going to go away. The problem is that her magical circuits and nervous system connection are not optimized, which will result in constant garbage generation. Since this problem is tied to her body composition, it will not get better on its own. In fact, if we do not do something, it will likely get worse. Then what are you waiting for? Do something already! I plan to, naturally. However, we have a few options at our disposal. In the interest of being direct, there is but one possible treatment. It will be neither easy nor painless. Are you certain you want to go through with it? If that's the only option, then yeah, absolutely. Oh, are you going to operate? If you need an assistant, the art series would be happy to help, myself included. We'd love to learn anything you can teach us. An operation will not be necessary. I thought there's anything you could learn from this anyway. This is something only I can do. See this micron-thick filament? This is a Spiritron thread that has been passed down through the LM family for generations. It is called Etherlight. It was initially developed for medical purposes to be kind of an artificial nerve. So it should work for this treatment as well. Is that what I saw you using during battle? Yes, it is. In battle, I was only able to use it to distract those tentacle creatures. Here I can do much more. Okay, Jungle Bat, lie down here again and close your eyes. Whatever you do, do not move. I'll be using Etherlight as a substitute for your standard nervous system, and will then connect it to your magical circuits. To do so, yes, as I thought, this is the only way. Alright then, here it goes. Okay, you can open your eyes now. How are you feeling? I feel like my head is cleared up. I see. I'm glad to hear that. Looks like it worked. Oh, I have no idea what you just did. But I always love seeing someone get better. Hang on. Looks like something's off in Masters and my magical energy connection now. I anticipated this. It is an unavoidable side effect. Etherlight is capable of piercing the brain directly. But in this situation involving magical Spiritron conversion, I needed one more special path. So I used the command spell system, which is directly connected to a mage's magical circuits, to force a new route for the Etherlight. Basically, this means that my Etherlight is now taking the place of part of Jungle Bat's command spells and magical circuits. And of course, since I'm still the one controlling the Etherlight, you could say that I myself am now part of her command spells and magical circuits. Huh? Jungle Bat, are you seriously gonna let someone besides me take something important of yours? Do you realize you're basically putting your life in her hands? I mean, what else could I do? Yes, morally speaking, this was arguably not the best course of action. It was, however, the only one available. This is just the inevitable trade-off. Incidentally, from now on, any magecraft you use through mystic codes or the like will go through me as well. So you could argue that we are two people forming a single master now. I never heard of anything like that before. Is that a thing you can actually do? If you're referring to the technical complexity of what I've done, I will simply say that many new possibilities are available here because this is not reality. I'm uncertain whether such a thing is possible in the outside world. Honestly, I do not care. I can't believe I let this untrustworthy brat take control of something that important. I never would have let her do this if I'd known that what it meant. Damn it. I don't entirely understand what you're talking about, but she's basically healed now, right? Correct. So long as I am around to support her, she can move and fight without impairment. Thanks, Xion. This will be a huge help. Don't worry about it. There's no need for excessive gratitude. Besides, now that I'm here this time, of course I'm gonna do what I can to help. This is great. When you have your health, you really do have everything. Everything. Oh, that reminds me. I got an individual name of my own when I became a master. Berserker came up with it. It's Ayus. He says it means life. Anyway, you can call me that too if you like. Okay. I will. What is it? Ayus. I don't know how to pronounce that long A. Got it. Honestly, this may be a strange coming from any high. I really like it.
I was fine just calling her Master, but it's pretty inconvenient not having a name. And since she's always going on about health and treatment, Ayus seems like a good fit. Besides being of noble birth, it was often my job to name people anyway. All part of my noblesse oblige. Ah, right. You've obviously figured out that I'm an important prince. I can hide my royal aura if I wanted to. Still, don't expect me to just up and tell you my true name, especially not during a Grail War.
By the way, didn't you mention Karna earlier? And Ayus is a Sanskrit word. If anything, I'd say you smell more like the demon Kali to me. You are connected to Karna, so you're from the Mahabharata, and you're also a prince who smells like Kali the demon. Then does that mean... Are you Duryodhana?
Huh? How did you figure out so quickly?
Brother. My brother in Christ. You gave yourself away. No battles.
Guess I'm even more famous than I thought. Yes, this must be the price of fame. That's how I'm going to think about it.
She doesn't know. Duryodhana, eldest of the Kauravas, the 100 princes born of the Kuru clan. And also a child of ill omen, said to be an avatar of the demon Kali, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, you've got that last part all wrong. That was just a nasty rumor the enemy spread to ruin my reputation. At least, I'm pretty sure it was. Trust me, no other prince has ever been as universally adored as I was. But never mind that now. You know Karna?
We're acquainted, yes.
I see. Sounds like you and he have fought together then. He's a lackey, flunky. Dear friend of mine. You probably already know this, but I was the one who discovered him. He wouldn't be who he is if not for me. So whatever respect or admiration you have for him, you ought to have even more you for me. Got it?
I actually know Arjuna as well.
Stop! Don't bring up that 5 princes now. My heart can't take it. It makes me sick. Listen. It's not that I'm scared of them. It's definitely not that. But at least wait until I'm more in the mood. Right now, I'm still reeling from my true name coming out so casually. I really am.
I still don't get what you're talking about, but it sounds like your name's better known than you thought. True, I can see how that would be a disadvantage in battle. But what can you do? I mean, it's not like you were going to be able to keep it up hidden forever.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Turns out I'm so famous it even scares me. End of story. You, and more importantly I, don't need to think about anything else.
To be frank, knowing your true name does not change things for us one way or the other. Now, if you have both calmed down, would you tell us more about what is going on around here? Let's see. Where to begin? Well, the system currently running is called the AI Holy Grail War. Just a Grail War.
That's where you're starting? Come on. These two are master and servant. I'm sure they already know that much.
But they're not AIs like we are. And there are two of them. So I think it's possible that they might be here because of an anomaly of some kind. Even if they have nothing to do with the system itself.
Do you really? That's ridiculous.
Feels like you're mocking us. I don't like it. Anyway, it sounds like we'll never get anywhere unless we hear what this Grail War is about. In the Holy Grail Wars we are familiar with, 7 masters and 7 servants fight one another in a deadly battle royale. The survivor gets a Holy Grail, which they can then use to grant any wish they want. Does that match your understanding? Well, I don't think ours isn't exactly about granting wishes. For one thing, the whole point of this system is to perform maintenance on the world. Completing these Grail Wars is what keeps the Paper Moon operating properly. So, what's the main reason we hold them? That's the main reason we hold them. You hold the Holy Grail Wars to keep the Paper Moon's world running smoothly? That doesn't make sense. If that doesn't make any sense to you, then you must really be anomalies. She really took the words right out of my mouth. That means you should go see someone who can actually tell you more than I can. Like the central governing AI, who serves as the overseer of the Grail Wars. Central governing AI? What are you talking about? I thought you had the AIs. No, I'm basically just a representative of the repair AIs. The AI I'm talking about is much more advanced than we are. She oversees all the Paper Moon's different types of AI. We can take you to see her right now if you like.
Huh? Are you serious? Why should we go to all that trouble?
Oh, don't be so petulant. We still owe them a debt for saving us, don't we? But what if that caster comes after you again? Well, it should be okay if we go straight there. I don't think Caster will come after us again so soon. Not after retreating like that. And we should be safe where the central governing AI is, since it's a neutral location. Fighting is prohibited there. If possible, I would also like to know more about this world's geography. I see, so you don't even know that much, Then I'll tell you about the different zones, the partitions along the way. You know, this is kind of fun. I've never walked and talked with people before. Everywhere I go, it's always just been for work. Oh, is this one of those picnic things I've heard about? This is amazing.
No, I'm pretty sure this isn't a picnic.
Oh, shush. Okay, I'm gonna get ready. I'll be right back, okay? Fine. Then I'll tell Jungle more about this while we wait. Jungle, would you mind closing your eyes for a bit? Hey? Did I just save the game? I think I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. Since we are already connected via Etherlight, I threw in an information processing program as a bonus. It will automatically organize the information we acquire. I will set it up so you can easily access it with just a thought. Of course, I do not want to waste its capacity, so I will not send you any especially bulky data. But I think it should still help you make sense of the current situation, so please make use of it. Thanks, Shion. No problem. Anyway, we should probably get ready to head out too. My Kama and Shion voices are very similar. Even I can't tell them apart sometimes. Man. What we got here? Oh, just a straight up database. Okay. Caster. Stats unknown. Caster class servant. He may look like Saber's Yield Array, but The tentacle creatures he seems to have summoned as familiars have a different appearance than the sea fiends Juderay from Chaldea controls. Assassin. True name, Kama. The god of love with a sugarcane bow. And arrows of flowers. Kama is another aspect of Mara, the demon king of depravity. She is the lone server from Chaldea, accompanying Master. Berserker. A Berserker class server. Strength A+, Agility D, Luck A, Endurance, Mana, and Noble Phantasm all B. True name Duryodhana. One of the figures in the Mahabharata. He is the eldest of the Kauravas, a group of 100 princes born from a giant lump of flesh that was sliced into 100 pieces. He is believed to be the ill-omened child of the incarnation of the demon Kali, and the incarnation of the evil demon Kali. It is said he started the great Kurukshetra war, and that alongside Karna and Ashwatthama, he led the Kauravas. He is skilled with the club. Saber my ass. Shion Eldam Sakaris, an alchemist from the Atlas Institute who works with Chaldea. For some reason, she looks younger than usual. Her personality and manner of speech are slightly different too. She uses a spirit-drawn technique called Etherlight that has been passed down within the Eldam family, consisting of nanoscale filaments, each mere microns thick. Berserker's Master. Master of Berserker Duryodhana. Prime AI of Repair, one of the AI types in this world. As the Prime AI of Repair, she naturally believes it is her duty to heal the wounded and takes a pleasure in carrying out the task. Berserker often belittles her. Her servant gave her the name Ayus, which she has taken a liking to. The name means life. Repair AI Type R, one type of this world's Rodney series. A treatment type AI that belongs to the Repair partition, also known as Type R. Just like the Prime AI, they believe the repairing damaged AI to be their duty, and accordingly take joy in completing related tasks. They tend to employ only single words like check and report to start a conversation. It possesses extremely advanced AI repairing capabilities for both software and hardware. Some wait in the repair partition for damaged AI to come to them, while others may travel to other partitions when their presence is requested or if the situation demands it. Additionally, to help deal with unexpected emergencies, they tend to patrol other partitions, which is why they are often found even in areas where there are no damaged AIs. Terms. Repair. One of the groupings of the AIs in the Paper Moon world, which also refers to the partition in which AIs of this given world primarily gather. Repair serves as a treatment site where many Type R AIs gather. Many medical aid kits can be found in the area. Program kits to recover injured AIs are always available and are a reliable tool for Type Rs. This is not to suggest they do not exist in other areas, but in the repair partition, they are as ubiquitous as vending machines in modern Japan. Some common tools for Type R AIs are the first aid kit program kits for light injuries, and trauma program kit for severe injuries. The former can be used by the other AI types, but only Type Rs have the necessary capability to use the latter. At the center of the repair partition, there is a core treatment facility where more advanced repairs can be performed. This is also where the Prime AI typically resides. This is the domain of the Berserker faction. Support only this time? Okay. Alright, let's get going. See you later, Master. We'll look after things here while you're gone. Wait, are you? Yes, I'm the first AI you rescued. Thank you again for saving me. Result? I've been treating myself since your rescue effort and am currently 0% damage. I'm in perfect working order. The other damage repair AIs have entered standby mode, and we're treating each of them in turn as soon as we're able. Apart from the ones who were completely destroyed, every unit should eventually be able to return to their standard routine. Glad to hear it. While this does stray outside our regular operating parameters, all the AIs who were there talked it over, and we all agree that seeing you off as an expression of our gratitude was our top priority. I'm here on their behalf, so I hope you do not mind that I am recording your reaction for our logs. Part of me would like to keep this recording all to myself, but it is only right that I upload it to our shared storage. There you go, casually raising your affinity with all humans again. You just not need more arrows anymore? Do you just not need my arrows anymore? Is that it? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy about whatever gets me less work to do. Oh, I almost forgot. I also wanted to give you this raiment as a token of my thanks. Please accept it. You want to give us what? Raiment. What did you do? You just give me some magical energy? Oh, I see. So you're still not aware of it. Embodiment is the formless but potent energy that serves as the most fundamental common resource for this world's AIs. You've been consuming it yourself whenever you've done anything in this world, even if you weren't aware of it. It doesn't really matter what it is called. But since we had to call it something, the central governing AI came up with a name for us. Naming it Essential Things is the first step in creating a beautiful management system after all. That sounds like it serves the same function as magical energy of the outside world. Now that I think of it, it does make sense that a conceptual world with its own unique scale would have its own kind of magical energy circulating throughout to match. Oh, I guess that explains why my magical energy felt weird right in the beginning. So it's been replaced with something else this whole time. Is it actually different from magical energy somehow? I doubt it's significantly different with regards to the interaction between master and servant. We don't know anything about the outside world's magical energy, but for AIs, Raniment is our life force. It is the only resource in this world that is universally recognized as something valuable and tradable. In that sense, I suppose it's kind of like our currency. That is why I thought of giving you, giving you some would be a good way to express my appreciation. Yeah? Well, I still feel a little fuller now, so thanks. An energy resource that's used as a form of currency, huh? Then it stands to reason that it would be people like that caster who are willing to take it by force.
What about me? Where's my raiment?
I already gave you your regularly scheduled amount.
But I'm a growing servant, and as royal as they come. Don't I deserve a little something extra?
Still, no. Okay, everyone, let's get going. See you later, everyone, and please be careful. Ronnie, cute. Okay, so the central governing AI is located, well, right in the center of this world. She almost never moves from there, but she doesn't have to. You mentioned she is in a neutral location earlier. What did you mean by that? Well, before I get to that, I have to tell you about how this world is shaped. Maybe a diagram will make it easier to understand. Pulls out the PowerPoint. So this is our world. As you can see, it's basically a big circle. There's another smaller circle in the center. The outer area is divided into 5 partitions. If you count the center circle, there are 6 in total. Each of these partitions is a home base for one of the 6 types of AIs that run the Paper Moon. Of course, the AIs all go to other areas as well when they have a job to do. But having a default location for them to gather at makes it easier to keep things running smoothly. 6 types of AI. I take it your repair types are one of those 6 then? Yeah. The repair area, where we are now, is right here. And these are the transfer, keep, grow, build, and defend. Each area is designed to support its partition's function. They are also where the AIs that carry out that function gather. The central area, defend, is probably the most immediately relevant for us now. You see, it is the closest thing we have to neutral ground during this Holy Rail War. No servant or master is using defend as a base. The very center, which is the central governing where the central governing AI resides, is the most neutral area. Fighting is completely prohibited there. So that's why I figured it wouldn't be too dangerous to go there now. I see. So I'm guessing, say, transfer is where you find AIs that carry stuff around them. But you know, If what Ayus says is true, then the only reason the paper moon works is because of all these AIs doing their job. What's more, it sounds like the supposed caretaker of the paper moon isn't even aware of these AIs. I ask you, does that seem likely? So you're still suspicious of me? I told you, this is a virtual conceptual world. Even if we were able to observe the inside of the paper moon from the outside somehow, I still do not think we would be able to see how this world works. Let me see. Here's an example. When you explain how the body's circulatory system works to a child, you talk about the functions red and white blood cells perform as though they were real people, huh? Right? Think of this in much the same way. This world we see now is just a way for our minds to make sense of what we see now and that we are inside of it. Every job these AIs perform can be equated to a separate maze-graph or chemical reaction from the real world. Electrons flowing between electrodes, workers transporting electrons as cargo. We may be operating from different perceptual paradigms, but there is no functional difference as far as the loose world is concerned. We are only able to understand events in terms native to the world from which we originate. I think that is why things here appear the way they do to us. I think I get it? So you're saying this world just formed on its own? How convenient. Well, maybe it is, but it's still the truth. Kinda get over it. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, but it's nice. Be nice to each other, okay? Healthy minds make healthy bodies. And look, we're almost at the end.
So really you're just going in there?
Something wrong, Berserker?
While I am, of course, a super strong, ultra powerful warrior, I'm also an incredibly savvy general. I once surveyed 100 people, red princes, to see if they thought my intellect and overwhelming
What was that last word?
virtue were leagues better than those of that spoiled brat Euhistra. And every single one of them said yes. That is an uncontrovertible. That's a fucking word. Incontrovertible fact. And that same incredible intellect has led me to realize what I need to know now. Do now. This.
Hey, what the hell? Damn, he's just gonna fucking start swinging? Okay, bro. So anyway, I started blasting. He really just fucking pulled up, swung at me. Duryodhana.
気乗りはしないんですけど。
Shion skills. Beginning with this battle, Shion skills will be available in place of the master skills associated with your Mystico. Mystical XP keys your battles will be applied to Mystical you have equipped. Tap the Shion skill icon to display the skills available. Tap an icon to use the Shion skill. What the fuck do these things do? Aetherite cover. Increase attack, MP damage, and gauge for a single ally. I'm assuming that's a 20%? 13 turn. Stun. Aetherite debuff. Inflict stun for 1 turn. Decrease defense for 1 turn for a single ally. And or change. Predictive calculation. Switch. Swap. How much battery is it? 10%. Enough.
こんな感じです。シュリンガーラヨーン。すごいの見せちゃいますね。いいですよね。愛。私も大好きです。しょうがないな。そんなに欲しいんだ。こんなのに頼るなんて本当にどうかと思いますけど。もうきっと顔の三枚花。翻弄しますね。翻弄しますね。ごめんなさい。でもはいはい、そんなに欲 さ翻弄しますね。翻弄しますね。命令通らば撃ちますよ。でもどんな風になっちゃっても知りませんから。ターマ三毛花。
は
え、何ですか？イライラなんてしてないですよ。
Guess I'll finish this section and spend my storm pods.
Oh!
Are you stupid or something? Oh, right. You're a berserker. Never mind. Anyway, now that we know for sure you're an enemy, it's time for you to die. I must admit that you're not. I must admit that you're not mistaken. He has been watching us, seeking an opportunity to attack for a while now. I assumed it was only a matter of time. Just as I calculated. Why did you attack us out of nowhere?
I thought I could take you if I ambushed you, but you're surprisingly strong for a little girl. I must have let my guard down without realizing it or something. Well, guess there's only one way to get through this now. Good job! Looks like you kept up with your training. Now I know how strong you are.
The hell did you just say?
I want to make sure you are prepared for a surprise attack. A little bit of tough love from me to you. Drona, you used to do this kind of thing with me all the time. Seriously, I usually just pawned it off on Kana and made myself scarce, though. Rather complicated talk. That one's still a servant, so it must be connected to the system Grell or somehow. It would have been a big advantage if I'd been able to take her down while she wasn't here on her guard. But there's still plenty of chances, so I'll just try again later. I know I was a genius of a general. Sorry about that. I couldn't help wanting to know how you all stacked up to a real warrior among warriors like me. I should have treated you a little more like civilians instead.
What are you thinking? For a moment I thought you were seriously fighting them. Apologizing is a start, but can't you at least try to sound like you mean it? I'm sorry about that. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Please let me repair you. It's okay, I'm fine. If it was just the two of us here, I'd be sending him down to the pits of depravity and loving him to death right about now. But I can't do that when Master's here acting like it's no big deal. Make things so much easier if she would just give the order. Of course she never would. Why are you glaring at me like that? It's nothing. I swear one of these days you're going to find yourself up to your eyeballs in trouble.
Now. Let's just all get along here. By the way, it's been bugging me that you know my true name, and I don't know yours. So I've been giving it some thought. Those Indian flower arrows, of course, reminded me of the deity Kama. So I was wondering. What do I do? Whoa, hold on. Did you think I was so dim-witted I wouldn't notice those looks you're giving each other? Does this mean you really are Kama? But then, why are you a girl?
I have my reasons. Besides, gender's no big deal to us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. You are a god and all. Anyway, arousal-inducing flower arrows, huh? With those, I could easily woo Draupadi and all of those other beautiful women I had my eye on.
Just so you know, I'm boycotting my divine duties right now, so don't expect anything out of me, no matter how much you pray. For that matter, you got a lot of nerve bringing that up after you went and sucker punched us. Try something like that again and I'll kill you right on the spot, got it?
Oh yes, I understand. So as gods and as servants, I would like nothing more than to continue this relationship on a foundation of mutual respect. Of course, When you get right down to it, Kama is here is still one of our gods. I can play my cards right. I think I can use her to our advantage.
Why are you in such a good mood? Well, never mind. Come on. We're almost at the Fend. Dun 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 dun. Comp Ronnie? Hell yeah. Those Ronnies definitely look a little different. Those are type D AIs. Even this world sees the occasional bug or two. It's their job to find and eliminate them. I guess they're kind of like what you call police officers in the outside world. Anyway, they're very important, so don't do anything to provoke them, or we'll be in big trouble. So this is where the central governing AI is located, huh? Looks a lot like a church. I don't know why it's designed like that, but I don't think it has any particular meaning. It was probably just the most suitable design or something. Anyway, let's go in. First, I'll just send an entry request, and okay, we're approved.
I mean, I know why it's a church. From what little I know about Extra.
I overheard your conversation, and yes, you're right. There is no particular reason for this building being shaped the way it is. Certainly no religious connotations. We just measured the average data values and selected what deemed to be the most natural and appropriate form. I believe that the term you have for this is tradition. Should have known there'd be a Ronnie here too. Indeed there is. I am the primary AI that serves as the foundation for all the Ronnie series AIs that exist in this world. So of course the other AI's appearance settings would be based on my own. I also gave a lot of thought to what to call myself. We may not have needed individual names before, but I can see that there is no need to reject them. If anything, they would appear to be beneficial. So you could say that I, and I alone, am Ronnie. But that wouldn't be quite right. I'm the only AI who performs the function I do, so I don't have a type prefix. No. In my case, I think calling me by my current version, based on the number of times I've undergone a major update, would be more appropriate. As such, please call me Ronnie 12. Yes, that will be my name from now on. Well. Oh, that's it. Ronnie 12. The central governing AI who manages and oversees the AIs in the Paper Moon world. The original of the Ronnie series and first primary AI. By design, she is capable of updating herself when necessary through self-analytics and optimization programs. Her residence is the Central Church. AI, Defend AI, Type D. One type of this world's Ronnie series. AIs belonging to the Defend partition who focus on maintaining peace and security, also known as Type D. They address malicious data, bugs, and other physical failures which might harm the AIs of the world itself. In some cases, they eliminate such threats by force. Their basic equipment includes security accessories, firearms. They use raniment for power and bullets. Slight variations exist among the individual AIs. Like serious policemen and soldiers, they speak efficiently. This does not mean they are without passion. This is the only a reflection of their belief that they are on an important mission for the survival of the world and pride in that mission. In addition to standing by with the Fend and going out on patrol, they are quick to go anywhere in the world they might be called. The Paper Moon's police officers are always dependable. Defend. One of the groupings of the AIs in the Paper Moon world, which also refers to the partition where the AIs this given role primarily gather. Defend is home to many of the Type D AIs, is well supplied and with hidden stores of security accessories, portable firearms, which are exclusively used by the AIs of this partition. The area even contains stations similar to Japanese Koban, small neighborhood police stations. Type Ds are directly responsible for the world's security, which includes eliminating bugs, and so their tasks take slightly higher priority. Their tasks take slightly higher priority than those of the other AI types. They keep an eye on all other partitions, and because they need to respond quickly in case of an emergency, Defend's domain is in a small circle at the center of the city. This partition is also known as the Central Area. Furthermore, at the very center of it all, the church where the central governing AI resides can be found. Monument. The fundamental resource of the Paper Moon world. Monument is a potent, formless energy which is used in a variety of ways. It is similar to magical energy in the outside world. Servants require monument to sustain their activities. Monument is the life force of AIs and is the only thing which can be said to possess value. It also serves as the currency of this world. And the world structure. The Paper Moon is structured such that its world is comprised of 2 disks of different size, and its interior is further divided into 6 major partitions. Within each partition corresponds to a specific role of the AIs within it. Defend is located in the central area, while repair, transfer, keep, grow, and build surround it. Anyway, time to spend my storm points. Yuppie! I don't have infinite money.
私ここは任せろ。祈りを人をつなぐ。繋いだこの手は離さない。絶対無給一戦。私と煉獄の力が今一つに。そういうのいいから。無敵合体マギーセイバー。ズババババーっといってターンを決めるぞ。絶対無給一戦。魔人のここは分かりました。祈りをつなぐ。人をつなぐ。繋いだこの手は離さない。絶対無給一戦。またヤバいものを切ってしまいました。そうだね、やりすぎたね。
Damn, finally. What's the fucking do? When defeated, apply evade to all Nobunaga allies excluding self. Only if Nobugatsu has his arm. Huh. I'm gonna fucking change out who the fuck's on here. Alright. I need a different one to start a fucking bond up here. I guess I could do. My only real option really is Yason. So Yason it is.
いや、下ろせよ。私と煉獄の力が今一つに。そういうのいいから。どこまでも共に空を越え、時を越え、無数の彼方へと。ズキュン、宇宙一閃。主なんだ気合い入れてかかるぞ。無敵合体マジンセイバー。チババババーっといってパーンと決めるぞ。ズッキュン宇宙一閃。あるとかここは任せろ。どこまでも共に空を越え時を越え無数の彼方へと。ズッキュン宇宙一閃。1、2、5、さっきぐるぐる剣安直ありますよ。連続もう終わりか。なんだつまらぬな。
One more pod. One more pod. One more pod. One more pod. There we go.いや、魔人ここは任せろ。どこまでも共に空を越え時を越え無数の彼方へと。ズッキュン宇宙一閃。マジわかりました。 What am I gonna do with these other fucking 50 stars?
祈りをつなぐ、人をつなぐ。つないだこの手は離さない。ズッキュン宇宙一閃。
I'm trying to make it 2 big stars. I think 86 is a little too much. Like, even if I had Kuki dump
こういうこともでき
everything,
る
hypothetically,
古きルール
we only consume 30, and I would still be at fucking 56.
魔人の絶いい判断ここは任せろ
Jeez.
祈りをつなぎ人をつなぐつないだこの手は離さない絶海無給一戦せーのオルタちゃんと煉獄ウルトラ大勝利って何やらすんだまったく
No more pods to spend. Wonderful. Alright. I guess I
よう
will
こそレオナルド・ダ・ヴィン
take a look at class core. I only have 90? Sheesh. I need to fucking go out and do more of the
我ながらいい
besides just the QP one. I guess now that I've done that, I guess I'll end the stream. Well, for all that came out, I'm glad you came. For all those who are watching, glad you watched. I'll see you whenever I decide to do this again. Bye.